Welcome back. Women's Pro Doubles Final here on Championship Court at the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus. A good one for you again. Well, they're all going to be good today, Adam. So
that's for sure.
I think we're dialed in right now.
Well,
so
we're certainly 2 for 2, aren't we?
We are. Andrea Koop and Lauren Stratman taking on your winner bracket champions. Georgia Johnson and Anna Bright coming out undefeated here. So if Lauren Stratman and Andrea Koop have anything to say about this, they're going to get it to the game to 15, kind of like J.W. Johnson got it to the game to 15 but couldn't finish. But as you see here, there's a look at our bracket and how we got here. Johnson, that was mixed doubles. We'll take a look at the women's doubles as the one we want. So we'll quickly take a look at that when we get that back up. But again, Andrea Koop, Lauren Stratman coming out of the consolation side of the bracket. And there we have our women's doubles right here. Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson taking out the Kawamoto sisters. And Etta Wright and Lee Whitwell, who had a really nice run on the women's side of things yesterday, ends up your bronze medalists.
Yes, and I do believe that Koop and Stratman, not early, but were knocked out, I believe, in the quarterfinals by the Kawamoto. So a great job by them staying focused and coming back all the way through our opportunity bracket to get right back here to the gold medal match.
Yeah, it was. They lost. It was their first match.
Oh, it was their
first match.
It could have been round of 16 maybe then instead of quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, gotcha.
It was their first match. They had to come through and win 4 on the bottom half just to get into that bronze medal match, and then win that bronze match, and then get here. So it was tough because they had a bye.
Right.
So they had the bye, and then coming off of a bye, you have to play the Kawamoto sisters.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Blessing.
Good luck.
Bye, blessing, and a curse, right?
Right,
yeah.
exactly. So, and they came in. The Kawamotos had already played a match and won a match, and now you got to come in and play them, and you're cold for the most part. You haven't played a match yet.
Sure.
So, but Stratman and Koop did a great job battling back through that consolation side of things and earned their right to play for the gold medal today.
For sure. And I'm really excited about this matchup. I look at basically Andrea Koop being the rock out on the court. Really no weaknesses, but not necessarily a flashy game. And I really think this is a huge factor. Her partner, Lauren Stratman, and her 2 opponents, Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson, kind of balancing out their patience and their shot-making ability. I think that's going to be a huge factor of those other 3 ladies when they're pulling triggers, if they're doing that at the right time, and they're balancing out their power games with their patience. Because all three of those players are very much known as shot makers.
What about the 8, Kyle?
And Derek Prince, your USA Pickleball certified referee. As your first referee, your second referee, Diane Unitich. Anna Bright to serve. And I pointed it out a couple days ago talking about Georgia Johnson. She is one of the best third shot drops in the game. Her and Susanna Barr, their third shot drops are ridiculous.
You're absolutely right, and maybe occasionally going for those higher risk balls that a little inconsistency creep in, but in terms of creating errors out of your opponents and opportunities for your partner.
Just a little wide.
That's right. I think that you're exactly right. Susanna Barr and Georgia Johnson are 2 of the best at creating errors and opportunities for their partner.
0, 1, 2. Side out.
But I like what you said, though, Andrea Koop, that nothing flashy, but she gets everything back over, but she turns defense into offense so quick.
She does. No, she's a stud. Really rock solid pickleball. Gives you nothing, takes her opportunities when they're there. Maybe, doesn't hit a crazy off her shoe tops type of shot every now and then, but she doesn't need to. Why would she?
Right. Right on cue. That's our fault. Sorry,
yes,
Andrea.
we'll take full blame.
2, 0, 2.
Why? Koop trying to get out of the way of that, but Georgia Johnson finding the left hip.
Yeah, and an awesome job by Georgia and Anna Bright of getting forward after being in a very tough defensive position back at the baseline. 4 or 5 scramble shots and got back to the kitchen nicely. Great counterattack from Georgia.
Nice little two-handed flip down the line from Anna Bright.
That was fantastic. She has a lot of options from that area. She can put those attacks in a lot of spots and roll that cross-court dink very nicely too.
A little overzealous there.
Yeah, no, for sure. I love the move. I think it's an awesome decision to go for that poach. But Lauren Stratman able to hit just a good enough shot to keep it out of that offensive strike zone.
0-4-1.
Well, Stratman and Koop switching sides here. Trying to change things up. Stratman on the left.
Didn't quite fully commit to that attack, did she? Kind of caught in between. When am I going to dink it? Am I going to attack it? Let's go right in between. And not 100% sure on this. I wasn't in the booth for women's doubles day, but I do think that Stratman and Koop have gone back and forth on side switches a couple times throughout the tournament.
They're finding what works, and that's what good teams do, right? They'll make those in-game adjustments.
4-0-2.
Tough one off the tape. Yeah, and it's nice to have your established role on what side you are, but if things are just not working, to just hold that no matter what, it's nice to have options, Dom, just like you said. Yeah, definitely some, not the longest points to start so far. A few errors. Everyone's finding their footing early in this gold medal match.
Wow, Lauren Stratman turning defense into offense quickly right there. Way to run down that drop shot.
And it was not a terrible drop shot either. And Lauren Stratman behind the baseline. Great footwork to get up there.
Koop just finding the perfect spot in the middle.
No, it's absolutely perfect. It kind of at the upper right hip there. Especially as a tennis player who really likes to come around the ball with their strokes, if you can catch them on that hip or their body, great spot.
Oh, nice finish by Lauren Stratman down the middle, and here come Koop and Stratman.
Yep, nice combo. Lauren Stratman very much known for her power game, not only on speed ups, but on counters. Put away power at the top of the women's game.
Come on, let's go.
Still on serve here. Our Koop and Stratman.
3-5-2.
Just solid, just solid.
Yeah,
Andrew
for sure.
Koop right there.
For sure. It's coming back. I mean, it's coming back.
Yes.
In a decent tennis pedigree. Number one women's recruit coming out of high school in the country.
She only won a national championship at UCLA.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no big deal, right.
No.
But yeah, you can see those high-level tennis players, one of the biggest things that they have is being able to repeat their mechanics. They're so used to repeating their mechanics, and their consistency is just off the charts.
Stratman gets what she's looking for right there. She's not going to miss that very often.
Yeah, she threw her head up to the heavens there. She knew she had something juicy right on her forehand wing. That's okay. That's okay. That was funny. But Anna Bright did call me early, but Georgia Johnson engaged in that poach situation. I like the move by her, but a little too extended on the last one.
A little long on the volley from Stratman, and not getting over the top of that, almost led with her wrists, and not able to roll that over.
Yeah, and it was a nice job by her putting pressure on after the Stratman return kind of floated. The slice, it wasn't that knifing slice, it was the floaty slice.
That's a good ball by Stratman. She had Bright lean in middle right there.
For sure. Bright was just making a move. She was just making a move, looking for some weakness, possibly to pick something off with her forehand, and a perfect counteracting shot selection from Lauren Stratman, putting it right behind her.
What an adjustment from Andrea Koop off the tape there.
It's so tough. Makes the most talented players look silly sometimes when it clips the tape, as we all know. But yes, exactly right. Great adjustment by her to hang in there and put that ball back in the kitchen.
5-7-1. Point.
And that's what Stratman means. Stratman, just stay solid. Good, right there. Right, keep within. Don't try and do too much. Let Koop give you what you're looking for. That's what she'll do.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Dom. And I think that Lauren occasionally tries to do too much, but when she's partnered with Andrea Koop, exactly like you said, there's no reason to do too much.
No.
Yeah, skitter right off the line. Andrea trying to drop that in the kitchen, but leaving it high. So tough, not only when it's that deep, but of course when it skids off the line.
7-6-1.
Just look, she's just going to hit placement, spots. I'm going to make you do this. I'm going to make you do that. And she's got you on strings.
7-6-2.
Come on!
Nice shot.
It's a tough spot to speed up, because watch the Stratman. She's going to slide to her right. Right, opens up, and then backside's open, right? Because she kind of opens up, and the backside's open. She's got to repeat and come back.
For sure, great short stroke by Anna Bright too. Hitting it crisp, but not too much.
Good hands there from Stratman. She's getting attacked there by both Bright and Johnson.
For sure, and we'll see if the left foot of Georgia Johnson could possibly be a good spot to go. I believe that's 2 inside-out backhand dinks that she's missed in this game 1. See if Stratman and Koop continue to target that spot.
A little wide there from Stratman to get in that firefight.
Six, 8-2.
Wind, right? So Stratman throws that third shot drop up into the wind, knocks it down. Georgia thinks she's able to get there, but can't.
Dom, that literally the gust happened after the serve. Like the point had already started, and we felt it right in our face.
Yeah.
That's 100% what happened right there. Oh my.
Andrea Koop.
Yeah, she said, I'm going for it, and she's rewarded with an air off the paddle of Anna Bright, I'm not going to lie, that mid-court, cross-court rip is maybe not something I'd recommend, but when you're as talented as Koop, you can get away with it, I guess.
Right, and the thing of it is you're not expecting it. So it comes, and you're like, oh, here it comes. Okay, I got to play this, right? And you do, and you hit it out, and it's an 8-8 ball game here in game number 1. You have Andrea Koop and Lauren Stratman coming out of the consolation side of the bracket. They need to win this 2 out of 3 to force that game to 15. Anna Bright, Georgia Johnson trying to end it in the 2 out of 3. But what have Koop and Stratman done here, Adam, as you look right there? We just had a quick glimpse of the Chicago River downtown. But what do they need to do to continue to put this pressure on?
Yeah, I think early in this match, we weren't really noticing the ladies too frequently getting all 4 to the kitchen. So I think getting all 4 to the kitchen, allowing Koop to use her dinks and some of her soft stuff up there, and then having Lauren pull her triggers at the right time is probably the perfect recipe in my mind. Because I told you that Lauren Stratman, she can have a couple minutes of absolute brilliance. So if she can have a solid partner like Andrea Koop setting herself up, not missing any of the dinks, and getting Lauren a good opportunity, when Lauren gets hot, especially with the forehand side, it's dangerous.
Right, and that's exactly what we were saying about, was it like 4 or 5 points ago, is that if she has someone that she's playing with that sets her up like that, she is very dangerous. Oh, and Koop taking that love off the tape right there.
Yeah, and I know it ended in a bad fashion with the clip off the tape, but it's great digs from the back of the court and the mid court from Koop and Stratman, who were in a very defensive position throughout that point.
Bright putting that away. Much needed side out. Did not need to have Koop and Stratman serving for the first game right there.
No, don't let them get to 10, Dom. That's absolutely true. Not only because they're at 10, just for that mental edge, you know?
Yep.
Just knowing they're at 10, it's in the back of your mind. It's a really good spot. Not overwhelming power, but top spin at the left foot of Georgia Johnson, forcing her to really dig down low with a two-handed backhand.
Oh, no. I think everyone here was shocked that she missed that right there.
Right, too juicy. She was right on it. Caught Anna Bright being a little too ambitious with that low attack. So, I mean, sometimes, I mean, you're on it. That's all you can do is be on it. They'll start falling for her if she continues to get in that pattern.
Georgia Johnson with a missed opportunity there. Andrea Koop trying to speed that up a little too soon, I think.
I think both misses had the advantage, those last 2 points. Even though they missed it, they had the advantage 10 times. That's going to work in their favor.
9-9-1.
Great drop by Stratman. Wow. That was turning defense into offense. Got back up to the kitchen line. Unfortunate, though. Couldn't do anything right there.
Yeah, they caught her on that backhand flail chicken wing. Oh, sorry. I thought there was a timeout. Just lost the ball.
Nine, 9-2.
Just wide.
Yeah, not a lot of dropping and getting in one. There's been a lot of points where the dropping team has been pinned back for several shots.
serve.
Trivia, so unlucky.
Nine, 9-2.
Go!
Wow.
Yes, nice point, and another
Yeah.
point where the dropping team just struggling to get forward, and I
Yeah.
think that absolutely has a little to do with the quality of drops, but it's a testament to these ladies and how good they are in their 4th and their 6th and their 8 shots, keeping pressure on that serving team. So high quality stuff from the ladies here.
Come on, great
Oh,
hand.
wow. Koop gets handcuffed there. Rarity.
Koop, one of the players on tour that cross-court attacks the most frequently. So I expect that to continue.
Wow, what an angle from Anna Bright right there. Getting on top of that, creating that angle by reaching in and taking that out of the air.
Absolutely right. No hesitation, full extension. She's catching that ball. She's making contact with that ball with her paddle in the green. She's not waiting for it to come to her and catching it outside the kitchen line. She's as close to the net and her opponents as possible.
Oh, and that ball drops in. Stratman, all she can do is shake her head right here.
That's terrible. And Koop was much more on that. Very early in this game one, Anna Bright caught her with that exact same backhand. Koop more on it, but tough luck there with the net cord.
And game point here for Bright and Johnson. That's a nice lead from Stratman. She almost was about to take that out of the air. Great decision to let that bounce.
Yep. Pulled back, did a little shuffle step, and you're exactly right. Missed it by about 2 inches.
10-9-2.
Anna saying, can't do that. Wow, and that was...
Stratman was about to lose her mind if that ball dropped over.
Oh, I know. And the thing is that Stratman did not hit that ball that cleanly off the drive from Anna Bright, so I think she was a little fortunate that Georgia was unable to put that ball in play.
Just wide right there. Great job, but again, it's a little bit of the impatience there from Anna Bright, right? So she was a little frustrated that she couldn't put a couple of those balls away. Gets a little impatient on that last ball. Clips the tape, goes out. Stay in the point.
No, for sure.
10-1.
Oh, and flip it again, Adam. And Koop and Stratman will take the game point on their paddle here.
Man, this has been back and forth. A timeout called, and I think you're right, Dom. I heard you guys mention that a little bit with DJ Young. Let's create from yellow. Let's create from yellow. That dips in the orange or the red. Let's just chill out. Let's put a couple dinks in play. All 4 of these ladies very capable dinkers and very capable soft shot hitters. So, and they all have quality hands too. So maybe first or second round, Anna Bright could have got away with a couple of those attacks. But this is the gold medal match, and if you make a poor decision, even if it's a slight one, you're going to pay the price.
Right. And I've talked with DJ about that. You know, what DJ is going to come today and play, right? It's like, when we talk about that yellow and red, it's like his RPMs. Where's he at? He's got to stay in that yellow. Once he gets in the red, he starts making decisions that aren't, kind of beneficial to him or his partner. But when he stays in that yellow, stays aggressive, but it's aggressive with a purpose, right? Instead of just aggressive for no apparent reason. That's when he's at his best. And again, you could see that same kind of similarity from Anna Bright. Be aggressive, but aggressive with a purpose.
Here we go.
It'll be game point here for Koop and Stratman. Oh, what a drop from Stratman. Oh, Koop just turning that offensive mindset and taking that game one here, Adam.
Oh, she went for it. You could see it. There was no way she was dinking that ball. As soon as she got that dink, she was ready to release on it. So very much a back and forth game one with Koop and Stratman taking it 12-10.
All right, we'll take a quick commercial break. Game two coming up after this short message from our sponsors here at the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus.
All right, folks, you guys are...
Game two, women's pro doubles here on Championship Court. Championship Sunday at the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus. Game one going to Andrea Koop and Lauren Stratman by a score of 12-10. Anna Bright, Georgia Johnson coming out of that winner's bracket. If they win this 2 out of 3, all over. If Koop and Stratman win, we're going to a game to 15, Adam. And
Absolutely.
Koop and Stratman on the board first.
You know, that's what everyone wants. These people want pickleball.
They want more.
They want more.
It's just got to be so frustrating, right? You're ripping ball,
yeah.
ripping ball, and Andrew Koop's like, here, do it again. Here, do it again. Here, do it again.
Yep, I really look to see more of all four ladies at the kitchen this game. Clean up those third shots, get themselves forward more frequently. Nice. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, leaning right forward.
Oh, it was nice and nice. Yeah, Georgia kind of taking that second hand off and poking that with one.
Little funky bounce there for Anna Bright.
It was literally coming right at me, and it went a little sideways. It did. There was some kind of funk on that ball.
1, 2, 2.
That's the issue sometimes with Georgia's forehands. She hits a very flat ball. Doesn't
Yeah.
get a lot of topspin on it.
I know a little something about that, Dom.
Yes, you do, Adam. As you and Georgia hit a very similar ball.
It's so good when it goes in.
but what you do well and what Georgia does well, you hit a flat drive, right? But it's heavy, right? So when you hit it, I've been on the other side of your drives a couple times, and it's just heavy. It's hard. It almost seems like as it's getting to you, it's speeding up. So the block is more difficult, and Georgia hits a very similar ball.
For sure. I think we can create a lot with that, but at the some days it's just not there.
Koop going a little wide right there with the forehand.
Yeah, Koop pulling triggers more than I would expect. You know, nothing crazy, but she's going for it.
4, 1, 2.
Oh, nice combo there from Anna Bright.
For sure. Kind of known a lot for that two-handed backhand, but she's been right on some forehand counters, several of them throughout this match. Just kind of, I think she guided that a little bit. Didn't quite stroke it or release on the ball, just kind of guided it and paid the price.
Oh, and that ball drops in. What work from Lauren Stratman. Anna Bright had her pinned back at the base. We can't even see her on screen there.
Oh my gosh.
Drops that ball in.
Ridiculous stuff there. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that last ball,
4, 2.
so angled, still gets it. Nice slippery misdirect with one hand from Andrea Koop. I believe it wasn't the quality of the shot, but the deception that caught Georgia off guard. One of the best cross-court backhands out here, Georgia Johnson.
Yes.
So nice.
Oh my goodness. That's in. Julian Arnold is on his feet. Oh, oh. Just battling again. It was so much, it was deja vu. It was like that point where Stratman dropped that ball back here at the baseline. Thought it was gonna happen again.
Yeah, crazy scramble. Nice job, ladies. Another high third, and I'm not picking on anyone. This has been a universal between all 4 ladies throughout the match. Got to get in.
Good return right there. That ball got at the feet of Anna Bright, made it very difficult for her to do anything with.
You're creating new vocabulary. Difficult. That is impressive.
Tough and difficult.
Wow.
Difficult.
Well done.
Hashtag. We'll have to have Chad spell it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice reset from Stratman. Oh, nice job right there. And a bad decision from Georgia Bright right there, trying to speed that up at the forehand of Stratman.
Well, she said it, not us. She said stupid. As soon as she hit it and turned around to walk back to the baseline, she said stupid. And it was a great dink rally from everyone. So just keep it going, Georgia.
Uh-oh. Oh, almost looked like it skidded on Stratman back there at the baseline.
I think that's exactly what happened. I can't wait to incorporate Difficult into the conversation.
There it is. Oh my God. I 1, 2, 3 combo there from Hendrik Koop.
Little triple combo. Slight jam up on the initial ball. Rips the second and puts the third one down. Great 3-shot combo.
Made it very difficult for Georgia Johnson and Anna Bright right there, as Koop and Stratman take a 6-2 lead here in game number 2, looking to force that game to 15. But what is it that Bright and Johnson need to do here, Adam, to kind of answer this kind of pressure being put on by Koop and Stratman?
Well, I think it's the combination. I talked about it a couple times now, is when they are serving, getting forward more frequently, and then when they're up there making the good decisions. We saw earlier there was 7 or 8 solid dinks from each team, and then Georgia just got a little antsy and flipped a backhand from a low point and paid the price with a nice counter from Lauren Stratman. So it's the get in and be solid and patient when you're up there. Don't want you to be passive, but it's that delicate balance of solid and picking your spots in the right spots.
All right, we'll see if by osmosis, well, they may have heard you because they're really close.
Yeah,
up
sure.
there now. So if they heard you, see what they can do here. But it is Andrea Koop will be serving when we come back in, up 6-2, looking to force that game to 15 if they can take this 2 out of 3 here in the second game.
And they've honestly been a little unfortunate on a couple scramble points where they were in full control with Koop and Stratman back, and Stratman and Koop somehow dug out of it. So.
Nice job by Stratman, and Koop again just in control that whole point for the most part.
For sure, and nice job by Stratman also, who when she is on the right and she's attacking the opponent in front of her, she often goes at the right shoulder. She changed it up and went line there, and Anna could not come up with the backhand counter.
Side out.
I would say a little questionable, but at the same time, that has been working for her several different times. So
2, 7, 1.
it's never going to be perfect. Koop pulling some triggers with a lot of success.
People are laughing in the crowd at these digs at him because they're ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. I mean, I mean, so many of these points, it hasn't been 2 or 3. It's been like 10.
Yeah.
It's been 8 or 10 digs.
3, 7, 1.
Wow, ridiculous dig from Georgia Johnson in the middle of that point after a mid-court speed up from Anna Bright and a great counter from Lauren Stratman. But for Georgia to dig that out and give Anna an opportunity for the topspin lob was great defense.
Point.
Here come Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson getting a couple back here. See if they can get any
5, 7,
closer
1.
here. Down by 2. Game number 2 looking to force a 3rd game. Oh, that's a sky ball drop shot right there. And I think Stratman would have been better off letting that bounce, let it get to its apex, maybe do something with it. That's a tough ball to try and drop off the fly.
Oh, no, you're exactly right, Dom. So I am all for, huge proponent of taking balls out of the air. But with that sky ball, if Stratman can get her weight back on that back foot and let that ball apex, she can pretty much crush it, I believe.
Yeah.
So, you know, we don't always make the right decisions, and I think that she would have been better served to let that ball bounce.
Yeah, and I believe you're exactly right. But just like that, it is a 1-point lead now for Koop and Stratman. They were just up 4. Bright and Johnson put 3 in a row together here to get back within 1. Brighton Johnson trying to force that 3rd game and then ended in the 2 out of 3. Koop and Stratman hoping to get to that game to 15.
Yes.
As we come back out of this timeout, Adam.
So
good timeout there for Koop and Stratman?
Yeah, definitely. And it was so quick. It was a missed return. It was that last missed shot from Stratman, and then a very good topspin lob from Anna Bright. It just, pow, 1 minute, and a commanding lead turns into a tight game.
Yep.
Timing 6, 7, 1.
And they're still on first server here, so work to do for Koop and Stratman to earn the side out back. Oh, and Andrea Koop I'll just pull my paddle down. She didn't even need to look. She knew it was out.
Yeah, so I say foreigners, when they use their native tongue, they're upset. When Americans use their first name, they're upset. She
Yes.
goes, Anna.
Yes, yes. You're so right.
Oh, goodness.
Georgia apologizing and Anna going, come on. Fist pump. Ready?
That sounds about right.
Georgia apologized, Anna fist pumping.
7, 7,
So
2.
good.
Love it right there. Great catch there.
So good.
Wow, and the momentum shifting in a heartbeat here.
A couple times we've seen Georgia take that second hand off,
7, 2.
and she got some extra extension by doing that.
All Koop and Stratman in-game adjustment, switching sides right there.
Oh yeah, they've gone back and forth multiple times. But yes, those two-handers, we see everyone on the court having a two-hander, more power, more stability. But if you can take that second hand off, you do get more reach and more extension. So to see a couple, what's happening here?
You have 7 points. We have 8 points.
I thought it was 7-7.
You served just not from that side, so it's 8 points.
No, yeah, we have 8. Out the timeout, we got 2.
That's correct. It's 7-8.
Okay, yeah, just wanted
Match.
to make sure if we got a little court talk, we could hear it.
7, 8, 1.
ball Stratman's not going to miss very
that's-
often.
And she was walking right into it, had her momentum forward. It's just happens sometimes.
Oh no. Oh, the crowd reacts to that.
Yeah. Like I said, always makes you feel better when the crowd moves it off.
Oh, good adjustment from Bright. Oh, wow. The attack from Andrea Koop from a low position, Adam.
For sure, and that's the ball that has got Anna. When Stratman has gone at Bright from a heads-up position, Bright's been on it with the forehand, but Koop has got her several times kind of in that rib hip area. Really good spot.
Oh, can't get the roll right there, but Koop and Stratman do regain the lead. 9-8.
8-9-1.
Come on!
Oh, and Koop and Stratman, Koop yelling, stay, stay, stay. They were going to switch on the stack, but Koop got pinned back.
9-9-1.
It was the right call for sure.
Wow, Georgia Johnson getting aggressive right there.
I love that from her. We've only seen a little bit of those initial speed ups to catch Koop. Knowing that Georgia was going to attack, she was retreating a little bit, and for Georgia to roll that forehand across Koop's body and put it to her right hip, that's a great spot, and then finishing on the next.
So Koop and Stratman held off 2 game points in game number 1, got 1 game point on their own, won it, 12-10. They're going to have to do something similar here. They got to fight off another game point here in the second game, get that side out and see if they can even this up, pull ahead, and try and get a victory in 2 games.
For sure. And they have changed up strategy a little bit, gone back and forth. I guess, is that 2 switches we've seen?
Yes.
Did we see? Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting to see when exactly they do it, or the points that lead up that causes them to make that switch. So very strategic players, smart players, and they know what's going on out there, and they are. This is chess, not checkers, Dom. That's the beauty of this game, and to get themselves in the patterns that they want to is really cool to see.
Still on first server here, so some work to do again for Koop and Stratman. Oh, big finish from Koop.
Yeah, tough pull from the midcourt there, giving Stratman extra time to crush that forehand, and then her partner Koop finishing it off.
Wow. Oh, and Bright goes behind Stratman. Stratman aggravated, punches that ball to the sideline, but she did everything she could. She got chicken winged on 1. I don't know how she got that back.
That's a silly game point, Dom.
Unbelievable. So an 11-9 victory in game number 2 for Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson. We'll take a commercial break. Game 3 coming up next for you here from the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus. Pro women's doubles. We're going to 3 here as Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson pull out the 2-point victory in game number 2 by a score of 11-9 after Koop and Stratman took game 1 12-10. Predictions, Adam?
Well, I mean, you got to win by 2, right? So officially, those are the tightest games you can have right there at 12-10 and 11-9. So I expect more of the same. I don't see any reason why this wouldn't be just as tight here in game 3.
Anna Bright to serve to Lauren Stratman, and we're underway. Ooh, left-handed from Andrea Koop right there.
Yeah, and it was a nice shot by Stratman. It was cross-court and gave Georgia more time, but Georgia didn't hit an incredible ball, but put it in a spot where Andrea Koop cannot hit a forehand overhead. Well, I guess it was a forehand overhead. It's just lefty.
Oh, wow, what a ball from Stratman. Just a little inside-out forehand down the line.
For sure, and she has a aggressive stroke even on the dinks. She gets a lot of spin, and there is a lot of deception. Very flowy, kind of a little more to some of her dinks, but she can create more because of that.
Wow. I mean, there were 7 resets from the baseline,
sure.
first and foremost,
Yes.
before we got up to the kitchen line.
Right. Two let cords there were fortunate for Stratman and Koop as well. The initial one from Koop allowed them to get forward.
1-1-1.
Oh, changed her shot. She was backhand rolled over to the forehand.
Yeah, for sure. The cardinal sin of pickleball, the mind change. It almost never works out, Dom.
Don't think. Oh, wow, what a speed up right at the left hip of Anna Bright.
Yeah, for sure. So Anna speeding that ball up with Andrea coming in, and then you can see Anna kind of looking for the forehand on the next one, and Koop hit it so cleanly to put it across her body back to her backhand. Anna not ready.
Oh, wow, that ball right on the line. Koop couldn't call it out. It's too close.
Yeah, directly on the line.
But then watch the drop shot.
3-1-2.
I mean,
Perfect.
yeah, with spin.
A little long there from Koop. Good speed up on the Bright Johnson side.
Oh, yes, for sure. Georgia, very quality, low spin, power. So not necessarily too deceptive, but very strong in those 3 categories of the spin, the power, and the height right over the net.
1-3-2.
Wow, great digs. Lauren Stratman almost taking a knee in the middle of that.
Several, and one of the initial speed up from Anna Bright was ridiculous, and Koop coming crashing to the middle to stab it, and sure enough, 3 or 4 gets later, they're rewarded with the point.
Nice angle there from Anna Bright.
Yeah, she kept the pressure on. Eventually got what she wanted.
3-1-2.
No!
Point.
No. Yeah, getting handcuffed, kind of caught herself too close to her body. Got get that extended a little bit more for Bright.
Point.
Just like that, 5-1 lead, Dom.
Yeah, the unforced errors are killing Brighton Johnson right now.
That's right. It hasn't been anything too earth-shattering. It's just been some loose shots.
You know,
Point.
the first name.
The first name. Yeah, there it is
And,
again.
it's a end change on the terms of Lauren Stratman and Andrea Koop up 6-1 in this 3rd game. You pointed it out a little bit, you know, Adam. It's the unforced errors right now, and you said it's nothing flashy from Koop and Stratman right now. It's staying consistent, doing what they need to do, and just forcing Bright into Johnson into doing things they shouldn't be.
For sure, and it's just really the natural ebbs and flows of the game. So you have some stretches. You got a few minutes, 5 or 6 minutes, where there's a lot of shot making, and then you have maybe a few minutes where some inconsistencies creep in. So they definitely need to right this ship as soon as possible with the unforced errors, because it is 6-1 in Game 3, and it's if it gets a little more out of hand, it's going to be really tough to come back from.
Yeah, it's looking like right now, if we're going to call it, looks like we're going to have the game to 15.
Yeah, that's right.
And I mean, in all honesty, if Koop Stratman come back here, this is the ultimate of comebacks, considering they lost their first round match.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Battling all the way through the consolation side to come back in the gold medal match, force that game to 15, then they need just to finish it.
Yeah, Dom, I can only think of a couple times in my 5 or 6 years of play, whether it was me or just someone in the tournament that lost first round and won the tournament.
Yeah.
Very, very rare. But a cool part of pickleball, though.
Where are the stat rats at that can find that for us?
Yeah, somebody get on the horn and chat and let us know.
Yeah.
I know you junkies are out there.
1-6-2.
Nice counter there from Georgia Johnson. Koop didn't go 100%, just a little 50% flick right at Johnson, but Johnson ready for it.
Very ready for it.
You know that all too well right there. Just a good hard drive there from Georgia Johnson, but it's the recognition, knowing that if she's driving that hard and it's anywhere from your midsection up, that's probably going to go out.
For sure. Sometimes you just got to put it in the back pocket for the day. The flat drive.
Just wide off the pedal. Vanna Bright, one hands by both of these teams here.
Yes, great point. You had the exchange, you had the lob and the lob retrieval, and they get back to the kitchen, and then you end it with a firefight. Fantastic point from the ladies.
7-2-1.
Oh, nice angle by Georgia Johnson right there, ending that quickly.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, as Anna Bright did. Great spot, Georgia, and it was.
7-2-2.
Crowd reacts to the take. Oh, nothing, Stratman. Again, it's so hard. You're expecting that ball so fast, then Eclipse the tape slows up.
Dom, it makes everyone look silly. It doesn't matter how good you are. 3-0 or 7-0, you're going to look silly when it hits the tape.
Yes. Oh, just to get a paddle on that.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think there was a way she was going to reach that one.
Two, 7-2.
Oh, ball drops on the back baseline right there. Brighton Johnson chipping away here, Adam.
That's right, a very slight miss hit. Actually kind of like Lauren and Koop letting that ball go out. It just didn't go out because she didn't quite hit it as crisp as she wanted to. Some of my best shots miss hits. Nice slide over to her left to crush that forehand from Anna Bright, but unable to keep it in after it clips the tape.
7-3-1. Point.
Yeah, can't have that if you're going to creep back in here and then just give points back.
That's right, that margin for error.
Both Koop and Stratman looking at each other going, was that ball that Georgia hit out? And it's just too close to call.
I think that was wishful thinking,
Yeah.
just hoping.
Pardon? Yes, it is. 8-3-2.
Wow, nice ball there from Anna Bright, right at the right hip of Lauren Stratman. She digs this out,
Side out.
but a tough ball right there as she just handcuffs her a little bit.
You said it exactly right. Lauren was leaning to her backhand in the middle, and she had to come back with her backhand side to the right hip. Almost impossible to hit a quality shot off of that. Great spot, Anna.
Koop trying to do something with that dink right there, but again, wind in their back, ball floating a little bit. May have knocked it down where when she reaches for that, gets it off the edge.
Yeah, it was there, and then it wasn't quite as there as she thought.
At the serve. For 8-2.
It's a tough ball, Adam. High part of the net right there.
It's a tough pull, and to be honest with you, all I saw on the other side of the net was Lauren Stratman's paddle on the forehand side. So had that gone over, I'm not sure she would have been successful with it.
Finally, Bright getting it down at the shoe tops of Andrea Koop.
Yeah, great job. Nice slide by Georgia Johnson to hit that backhand counter, and her partner stepping over to cover for her with the finish.
Side out.
Stratman just leaves it there.
Yeah.
You hit it, Anna.
Koop couldn't help her with the triple go.
Go.
Yeah, she tried to get her on her horse, but just couldn't get there.
For 8-1.
Nice. See, and it's a good pull from Johnson, but a good dig on the other side of the net, right, to get that back up and over. And almost in a, I can't believe you got that. I'm going to try and rip this next one when it's too low. Don't attack that. Just get back in the point.
For sure. It's like when someone calls dingles in the dingles drill.
Right. And it's all out. Dingles? Oh, free. Let's go. That's exactly right. Nice finish there from Georgia Johnson, and been stuck here on 8-4-4-8 a little while.
For sure.
Finally, Brighton Johnson getting off that.
Yeah, you never want to be stuck. It just gets annoying when you keep hearing that same number over and over again. Man, that was an awesome job by Stratman to neutralize the incredible third from Georgia, and then finishing with a big forehand. So nice job of neutralizing that offense with a little defense, and then a little offense of her own on the next ball.
5-1.
Oh, nice drop right there into the corner of that tee between the kitchen line and the sideline.
Forcing Georgia to make a decision, out of the air or bounce.
Nice job. Much better job by Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson staying calm through that point, Adam.
For sure. There was, they waited for the right one. That's the name of the game. So some nice patience, probably 10 dinks from each team, and then a yellow pull from Anna Bright, not a red pull.
Yes. Oh, Anna Bright. The footwork right there to get in position.
The slide and slap. The slide and slap, so deadly.
Side out.
See that momentum going left, clearing that, you know, her some space where she can get that big forehand there.
5-9-1.
No way.
Oh,
How many times, Adam, have we seen them dig themselves out of a hole back there?
stop it. Stop it. Ridiculous.
Second serve.
Wow. Great job by Stratman and Koop digging their way out of trouble.
5-9-2.
Oh, and off the tape again. Stratman can't believe it, almost drops her paddle. It's like, are you serious?
6-9-2.
But still have a little bit of a cushion, so nothing too bad there. What movement by Stratman. As you had Koop pulled off the court, she covers middle so well there, Adam.
No, that was an awesome job because she had quite a, I mean, she covered 3/4 of the court right there on that 2-shot combo. So to be there with the two-hander in the middle and then getting to her line on her right side with the forehand was very well done.
Second serve. 9-6-2.
Oh, and it will be a
Point.
match point here
Yes.
for Koop and Stratman, trying to complete, I mean, the bracket's ultimate comeback after losing your first round matchup and coming back and trying to win gold.
10-6-2.
Oh, Anna Bright has other thoughts and ideas.
Ain't gonna happen right now, she says.
Six, 10-1.
So they hold off one match point. See if they can get on the board here. There's that third shot, right? She put so much pressure with that third shot. It's not soft. It's with a purpose.
That's right. And when it's coming in with that linear level, it's hard to know whether to take it out of the air or let it bounce. It puts your opponent in a tough decision point.
Wow, what a flip middle there from Lauren Stratman. Caught everybody by surprise.
Unbelievable shot from a tough position. Great spin, allowing her to go for a little bit more and have the margin for error to bring it in. That's a great pull and good deception too. Like I said, she has that flowy dink with her forehand, and it looks just like those attacks.
Oh no, that dropped in the corner.
No.
Oh my goodness. That lob up and over land right in front of us in the corner here. Like you couldn't have dropped it there any better.
We both stood up a little bit
Is
just
that
to
there?
check over the barrier, yes.
Wow.
And while both teams are doing an awesome job of scrambling,
1 minute.
I think it's been literally 10 or 12 times where Stratman and Koop have been on the full-fledged defense and somehow turned it around. Unbelievable play.
So let's check out this SunMed recovery moment of the match. And I believe it is a Lauren Stratman highlight reel here as we'll get back into this point. Again, it's very similar to the point we just saw. Koop and Stratman playing defense here. And Stratman just digging out, and as the next one goes around, drops in. It's almost deja vu, but that was like a half hour ago.
Yeah, if that's not a recovery, I don't know what is. So appreciate that, SunMed. Nice clip there. One of the better points of the match.
And Koop and Stratman took the offensive timeout here, Adam, to regroup after that long point. They have 2 opportunities here to win this match and force that game to 15. First one right here on Lauren Stratman's paddle.
Timing 10-7-1.
Well, the cross-court speed up from Andrea Koop goes a little wide.
Yep, and Johnson able to get that just down enough. Wasn't totally on Andrea's shoe tops, but at least she wasn't able to hit down on that ball.
We're going to the game to 15, Adam, after Koop and Stratman battle through this 2 out of 3, winning 12-10, 9-11, 11-7. Wow, what a match there. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, that game to 15 for you for all the marbles here at the APP Chicago Open, presented by Lexus. Back here with you on championship court at the APP Chicago Open, presented by Lexus. Gold medal match, women's pro doubles. We are going to the game to 15 after Andrea Koop and Lauren Stratman pulled out the 2 out of 3. We will go to that game to 15 for all the marbles here. Adam, what do Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson need to do after dropping that 2 out of 3 to come back here, stop that momentum and that roll from Koop and Stratman?
Well, I would start off by saying when they get in these 15 slam shot rallies, having Lauren and Andrea not getting every ball back would really help the situation, because we've seen that pattern about 15 times right now. So, but yeah, no, I talked about it a little bit in the men's singles match, where we've seen a couple adjustments from both teams. And we're in the heart of this match. We are deep into it. I'm sure we've been, here in the booth for about an hour for this one. So,
yeah.
This is execution time. This is 1 game to 15. Quick start's always paramount in this sport, but when we're dealing with 1 game, it is absolutely huge for the vibe of the game this first couple minutes.
Koop trying to come over and take that forehand. I think Stratman was all over it with her 2-hander.
No, I agree.
Oh, what a reset from Andrea Koop.
Ridiculous. Absolutely crazy stuff.
0-1-1.
Wow, what a firefight, Adam.
Yes, I mean, yeah, coming out hot early in this game to 15. Awesome job by Lauren Stratman, getting skinny there, letting that last ball go out. Great job.
1.
Oh, wow.
Was that the out O? Was it
Out O.
She said out, and then Georgia goes, oh, as she's hitting the ball. That was
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good stuff.
1 and 2.
Oh, you think Stratman was ready for that
Yeah,
speed up there?
I think so. And I've already seen some more crisp thirds and fifths from both teams. A lot more getting to the kitchen. I think we've only had one scramble point in these 7 or 8 that we've played. So I'd like to see that execution from the serving team getting forward.
Oh, that ball did stay in off the frame.
Yeah, that was edge guard all the way. You pay for the whole paddle, Dom. Might as well use it, right?
That's right.
Well, actually, she didn't pay for the paddle at all, but you know what I'm saying.
We get the gist of it. Georgia did not pay for that.
Yeah, no, Franklin family over there.
Yes.
Hooking her up.
Koop engaged in that point. I like where she was right there. Just mishit that.
No, definitely. With the initial counter from Anna Bright, and she was very much there in the middle for the second one.
You're kidding me.
Second serve.
I appreciate that.
2. Side out.
Some very aggressive firefights here early.
For sure, and it was just enough from Stratman to get Georgia Johnson more extended than she want. She clipped the tape. If that's just 1 inch closer to her body, that's probably a winner down at Koop's feet.
Wow. I'm impressed with the adjustment from Lauren Stratman off the tape there.
No, for sure. Yeah, we've talked about making players look silly all the time. Not there at all. And Koop just locked and loaded on that two-hander, splitting the defense.
Second serve.
Koop mad at herself. She goes, I need to hit a better lob.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be over the head, but at least get her on that back foot a little bit, not getting all her momentum into it.
That ball not coming back.
Stratman on counters hard so far in this game. What happened?
It was the Lauren Stratman. Sorry, she turned around.
Yeah, I love the sorry fist pumps. It's good stuff.
But again, anything knee down, it's fair game. That's what I'm trying to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to hit your feet.
That's part of the game.
That ball popped up. I thought it was going over. Popped straight up, came straight down.
Yeah, but I like the start from Lauren Stratman, who is being aggressive and not being fooled whatsoever on counterattacks on speed-ups by Anna Bright. Yeah, we've seen Anna Bright a few times when she's leaning middle and they end up dinking soft behind her, going to that defensive bailout lob. And obviously there's an occasional situation for that, but I'd like to see her go for some form of drop somewhere in the kitchen more frequently when she gets in that spot.
Oh, little speed up combo from Georgia Johnson.
So short. it was so short. Look, just hold and flip, caught Andrea Koop, and able to finish on the second ball. But I mean, that is just so well disguised. Just kind of poked it. It wasn't anything crazy, just disguised in a good spot. That's all you need sometimes.
There it is, the Georgia Johnson third shot drop right there, tying things up here at 4, setting her partner up.
I'm giving you credit on that one, Dom. You called that one early, and we've seen it throughout the match.
She's just improved it so much. It's just putting so much pressure on.
Yeah, it's really something. I'm more of a safe dropper, very consistent but safe, and I'd like to incorporate that in my game a little bit too. Create something, you know, especially if you're really balanced stepping into the court. Why not?
And you're right. And there's two theories to it: safe and consistent, keeping it in, or aggressive and creating points. And that's what Georgia does with that third shot. Is she's being aggressive and trying to create points.
For sure.
4-5-1.
Wow, we've seen that a couple times from Stratman. That's that inside-out forehand on the dink.
That's right. And, you know, Anna being the left side player right now, you know, she has that responsibility in the middle. So when Lauren can balance out maybe some middle attacks and then going behind her with the soft stuff, we've seen her have a lot of success with it.
Oh, rare miss hit there off the paddle of Andrea Koop.
Yeah, she was blocking my view. I didn't see it, but I certainly heard it, Dom. Didn't sound right off the paddle.
No.
Yeah, Anna Bright exclaiming the line. I believe that dink. Well, sometimes those lines get a little slippery. Not lightning out here. Only the taped lines are the lightning, but these, if it hits it right, it still changes the shape of the ball for sure.
Good finish right there, and the combo from.
Yeah, kind of that flail one-handed backhand block, and just put it in a great spot. We've seen that a couple times from Lauren Stratman too. Where they're not in the best spot, a little handcuffed, but somehow digs out of it.
Oh, no way. As it clips the tape, it goes back into the net here. Watch, you get a great view of the kitchen cam. The spin goes back into the net.
No shot.
6-6-1. Second serve.
We got the pro player vulture circling behind us, Dom.
Yeah,
you said it was standing room only. We got a whole crew back here.
We're missing a party, Adam. On that one, I did not think anything like that was coming. I thought something was going to happen there because that was one of our best points of the day.
No, for sure. Extreme patience and just not a lot to work with. And, you know, when there's not a lot to work with, you got to give them credit for not making a silly decision, and no one did there. It just came down to a dink error from Koop. A little uncharacteristic, but happens to the best of us, Dom.
Watch when this fight, if we see the replay here, watch when this firefight starts. Watch where Stratman goes. Look at her. See where she's at. she's cleared herself away from the kitchen line, right? She's giving herself that 3-4 feet to give herself that extra half a second to handle that. If she's that close, it makes it very difficult to handle that firefight. You see that so much more now.
Especially with some of the swings and the cuts the ladies are taking. So their timing is obviously impeccable, but with that big of a swing, with the ball coming at you that close to you, sometimes a little extra time can be very beneficial.
Come on, let's go.
I like how you say the ladies taking that swing, and I'm always kind of partial. Like my favorite, call is women's pro doubles.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Women are so much more. They're more aggressive in the game in general. I think you see a lot more action in women's pro doubles than anything. Then I like mixed because it's more of a strategy game, right? With mixed, and then men's.
Yeah,
Men's
then
is good
men's,
too.
for
But
sure.
I love the battles that you see on the women's side of things, especially at this level.
Right, yeah, absolutely, Dom. I mean, I'm a men's pro player, and I'll be the first one to say it. Most of the time, the women's points are just better. They just are.
Oh, that's a nice pull though from Bright right there. Just a good cover from Koop.
Yeah, and it's an awesome court positioning from Andrea Koop because she knows that Stratman, when Anna is attacking from that position, Stratman is shifting to her right to load backhand.
Point.
Let's go. Let's go.
7-7-1.
Next point will change ends here in this game to 15.
Watch it. Watch it.
Off the tape for Anna Bright, and it will be Andrea Koop and Lauren Stratman in the lead on the end change here, 8-7. It's pretty even here, Adam. It's not many adjustments. It's more execution, right?
No, totally, yeah, and I said that at the beginning of this game. I know that's kind of a blanket statement, but we've kind of, there's been so much match. We've seen some adjustments. This is full-fledged execution right now, and this is more than anyone's game at 8-7 to this race to 15.
Yeah, and Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson do a good job here after dropping that, that third game. You could be like completely defeated and deflated coming into this going, we had it. We could have won that 2 out of 3. We didn't. Considering they had 2 game points in game 1 and end up losing that game. So, it goes 3, they lose. Good job of regrouping here from both young women. And we'll see if they can answer here. Only down by 1, so I think it's going to come down to the wire here.
No, it absolutely is, no doubt in my mind. But yeah, just that little short 4, 5, 6 minute break in between the 2 out of 3 and the game to 15 just lets you calm down a little bit and just lets you focus on what you need to do for a quick, action-packed 1 game to 15.
All right, as we come back in, Lauren Stratman to serve.
Yeah.
A little long on the return. Johnson can't believe it.
Yeah,
a little smile.
Yeah, seen a few of those from Georgia throughout this match.
9-7-1.
Wow, Johnson picking that up off her shoelaces.
I mean, an absolutely ridiculous shot. I mean, the counter from Anna Bright was so good, and Stratman was able to put a great ball back, but to create an angle from that point from Georgia Johnson was... Did you say the pickleball was out? Derek Prince, ladies and gentlemen, doing his thing.
One of the best in the business is Derek.
For sure.
Koop creating the 1-2 combo for herself right there.
Yeah, for sure. And Anna Bright definitely not hitting it as clean as she wanted to, leaving that ball up instead of down. And Koop finishing the combo.
7-9-2.
Oh, right at the body. Koop trying to go right shoulder blade there.
And then Koop calling the thank you for Anna Bright hitting her call. You always love to hear that. When your opponent says thank you when you hit an out ball, that's just what you want to hear.
9-7-1. Second serve.
Never had a shot. Wasn't sure if she was maybe thinking of rolling that drop.
Yeah.
Ended up going with the slice. Not positive if that was her thought process, but looked like it was maybe that way.
Bright overhitting that just a little bit, and Koop and Stratman extend their lead to 3 here. Starting to pull away a little bit.
Side out.
2 there. One from Koop, 1 from Stratman. So it's yeah, it's a little dicey.
7-10-1.
Some very clean points and then some not so clean points mixed in.
It's over. Not for long.
Yeah, that big Stratman forehand setting that up. Really takes a big cut at it, as I mentioned before, getting some of the most pace and spin out there on the women's side of the ball.
7-10-2.
Oh, Georgia. Aggressive Georgia Johnson right there.
Real fired up, and I'd love to see that. Great pull.
8-10-2.
So the Anna Bright kind of coming over and trying to cheat to get that last one. Little hesitation out of Georgia Johnson caused her to pop that ball up.
Definitely a slight pump fake there.
Yeah.
And I like her being where she is, but that's just one of those pitfalls of that aggressive poach is sometimes you do pump fake your partner.
Hey, Lauren, just get out of my way right now, okay? I got this. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely. Koop getting big in the middle, a handful of points in this game to 15, and you really love to see it. That's what she needs to be doing on the left side.
11-8-1.
Oh, nice drop right there out of Anna Bright.
Yeah, she saw Koop and Stratman were both behind the baseline. Great timing on the dropper, and a nice feathery touch as well.
11-8-2.
Again, it was, did you see Lauren?
Full
On the
load.
speed up.
Full
All right.
load. It's full load.
Just sitting there.
And you know, that might kind of be a result of her partner playing so big in the middle that she
Right.
can pick a spot and load. I know it was backhand there, and that pattern that I mentioned with Andrea in the middle would lead her to more slide to the backhand side. But when she has less court to worry about, man, she can really load up and pound those counterattacks, and that's what we saw there.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was a great job right there by Stratman and Koop. They take a 4-point lead here, and they are starting to pull away. Again, they had a 3-point lead. Bright and Johnson answered. Now they come back. They got a 4-point lead, 3 points away from ending this and completing what, Adam, you and I have been talking about, the most difficult comeback in pickleball after losing your first round match and being able to come all the way back through the consolation draw, win the 2 out of 3, and then possibly win this game to 15.
Yeah, for sure. I certainly have never done it. But yes, I mean, the all the way back through the double dip, possibly here in the gold medal match. It really is one of the, I think, the cool things about pickleball that you can come back through.
Yeah. Well, you said you would have cramped about halfway through the bottom draw, right?
Yeah, that's true too. But hey, that's the beauty of going to the back draw. You can't split games.
Right.
You only got one
right,
to 15.
only got one.
12-8-2.
Koop is going all speed right now.
Yeah, what that I proclaimed the solid one of the foursome, and
Yes.
she's playing bigger than anyone right now.
Yeah.
So you got kudos to her.
Wow, I mean, just over the last like 3-4 minutes, she's just all of a sudden just got super aggressive. Stratman trying to feed off of it. And that's fine. Hey.
Yeah. You got. I mean, they have a little wiggle room. Go for the heat check when you're up 13-8. You know.
It's a good ball catching Koop on the stack right there.
Definitely. Yeah, the transition, just so tough to hit a clean volley when you're transitioning forward, especially when the drive is that good. She gave it the hop and the skip. Couldn't coax it over.
Here we go.
9-13-2.
Great power.
Yeah, Brighton Johnson get one back. But Koop and Stratman trying to close this out here.
I mean, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't see more of the same. I expect if they get forward, for some triggers to be pulled from Stratman and Koop.
Wow. I think Anna Bright was anticipating that ball off the tape because it was so low and it didn't hit it. And it will be a match point here, championship point here for Andrea Koop and Lauren Stratman. Oh, finally Koop got handcuffed a little bit there.
If that would have ended it, I mean, my goodness, that would have been an eruption. But great sustained pressure from Bright and Johnson to give themselves another crack at it.
Oh, the dig. And that will do it right there. Lauren Stratman and Andrea Koop coming out on top, taking the 2 out of 3, and then winning the game to 15-9 over Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson, completing the ultimate comeback, meaning they dropped their first round matchup to the Kawamotos, battle all the way through on the backside. 5 wins on the bottom side, and then this 2 out of 3 and game to 15. Your gold medalists, Andrea Koop and Lauren Stratman. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, I'll speak with Stratman and Koop about this victory and what it means for them here at the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus. Welcome back to the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus. I am with your women's pro doubles gold medalists, Lauren Stratman, Andrea Koop. Ladies, first and foremost, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. You didn't make it easy on yourselves as you guys dropped your first round matchup and had to battle all the way back through the back draw yesterday to make it to the gold medal match. What does this mean to you, Andrea, with all that work you guys put in yesterday?
I mean, to be fair, we played a very good team in our first round. We played the Kawamoto twins, and their ranking doesn't reflect their seed. They're a top team on this tour, so all credit to them. But Lola and I played a lot better today. We found our partnership today, and yesterday's adversity made us better today.
And then going into the 2 out of 3, knowing you need that, Lauren, and then getting that, and then going that game to 15. What kind of a momentum shift is it for you guys going in that game to 15?
It was definitely helpful for sure, going in thinking we sort of had our patterns figured out, and so we were going to have to adjust to whatever adjustments they made. But we've just competed really well today. We stayed in the moment, just fought for every single point, and that helped. And Georgia and Anna played an amazing match, and it's always so fun to play them. There were incredible rallies, and it was just so much fun. Andrea played amazing, so just happy to happy to be out here.
All right, well, congratulations, ladies. I'm going to bring Ken Herman and Andrea. Slide on over. The CEO of the APP Tour. Ken, what do you got for him?
Well, Andrea and Lauren, unbelievable playing. The crowd was on fire, cheering all teams on. So congratulations. Lauren Stratman, you are the player of the month. I think New Jersey, Philadelphia, Chicago, 3 weeks in a row. Great job playing, but congratulations, our 2022 Chicago Open Lexus Women's Gold champions. Well done.
Thank you.
There it is. Congratulations, ladies. There it is. Gold medalists Lauren Stratman and Andrea Koop. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, men's pro doubles gold medal match here at the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus.